Hello and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Rachel Vincent and I am a 4th grade teacher in upstate South Carolina and I am on summer break. I thought that it would be fun to bring you along today and see the life of a teacher on summer break. It's, to be quite honest, summer break is kind of boring, but in a good way. Boring as in there's probably not going to be a whole lot of content in this vlog, but I enjoy my days of not a whole lot nonetheless. So it is actually 11:30 right now, getting a late start on this for a couple of reasons. I was tutoring my niece a little while ago. She's going into 4th grade, and so we're working on some science of reading stuff with her. I took 2 webinars through Really Good Reading, which were fantastic. If you don't know a whole lot about what the science of reading is, I would highly suggest you look into that. And so I'm using that information to tutor her, which is going to be helpful to help my struggling readers because I know I'll have several of those next year. And so I'm using that information to tutor her. We tutor twice a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And then I just ordered some books from Amazon that I am reading that will help me kind of take that science of reading and implement it into an upper elementary classroom. Let me show you what I'm reading. The 2 books that I ordered, I have you sitting on boxes, so I'm kind of having to like hunker over so that you can see me. But the 2 books that I ordered are The Writing Revolution, which is going to be helpful about like integrating writing into all the subjects, which we already do, but I think this will just sort of solidify that not only, and just sort of how to integrate these structures into writing, responding to reading with good quality sentences and paragraphs. And then this one, I haven't started reading this yet, so I'm not exactly, I just kind of glanced over it, but this is the one I'm currently reading, Differentiated Literacy Instruction in Grades 4 and 5. I've seen tons of teachers recommend the version for K through 3 with the people I'm following about the science of reading. But then I found this one, and so I'm currently reading it, and it's what I'm really liking so far. I'm only in like the 2nd chapter, 3rd chapter. It is going to really help me figure out how to develop a quality-based reading instruction for whole group. And then there's some in here for small group too. I know I'm going to use a lot of that early literacy science of reading for my really struggling readers, but this is going to help with my students who are on or above grade level, and then the ones who are slightly below. So I'm really looking forward to how this is going to work. I do the planning for my grade level in ELA for reading and writing. So this is going to help me figure out how to integrate that for not only my students, but for my whole grade level. So I am going to sit here and finish the chapter I'm on, and then probably go grab some lunch, and I need to make a return to Target. And honestly, that's on my that's on my to-do list today. Pretty simple. That's why I love summer. Just kidding. I'm on chapter 4. So I'm going to finish that out, and then the next part is all about each of the components and how to work that into. And really half this book are templates and lesson plans. So that much of the book is the appendixes. Here we go. Is it even a day in the life of me if I don't go to Chick-fil-A? So I'm sitting in the Chick-fil-A drive-thru, which I should have known was going to be busy at 12:30, but it is 78 degrees, which it's very humid, so it doesn't feel cool, but that is the coldest it's been in I can't remember how long. We have had temperatures in the high 90s, felt like 100 and something. It has been the hottest summer in the longest I can remember. So nice to have these quote unquote cooler temperatures. I'm sure it felt really good this morning, but you know, I wasn't out and about then. I'm at Target. Do you think they'll judge me that I'm bringing my return in a Walmart bag? In my defense, I get groceries from Walmart, so I have a lot more bags from Walmart than Target. It is what it is. I didn't stay long at Target. I really just went to return the things. I took a quick peek at the dollar spot. It was a lot of stuff in it, but I didn't really shop it. If you follow me on Instagram or are on my email list, you know that on the last day of school is a work day. I fell off a ladder and sprained my ankle and bruised my tailbone. So I'll insert a picture here of what my ankle looked like afterwards, but the bruising is way down, and but it still just kind of swells a little bit if it's down for a while, and just has sort of some pains. But I recently, like just yesterday, started exercising again, so I didn't want to push my luck. But the tailbone, that is another story. I'm currently sitting on a donut pillow. I'll be able to sit here for just a little bit, not long. Then I'll have to go back to my chair or the couch. But I am going to kind of do a brain dump of some of the things I've been thinking about since school got out and since doing some of the webinars and reading that I've been doing about the science of reading and things like that. I just want to kind of get out of my head so that A, I don't keep thinking about it, and B, that I don't forget what I'm thinking about, because I don't like to start doing anything really like productively wise school stuff until after the 4th of July. We get out the first week of June and we go back, teachers go back like the second week of August. So I usually like to take the month of June to just like decompress, get school off the mind, kind of do a little bit of professional development, but like reading, stuff like that, but nothing like where I'm creating things and stuff like that. So I'm gonna show you some of my brain dumping. Also, just to clarify, I don't do like school stuff, but I do a lot of teaching stuff because I do have a TPT store. I do create videos here on YouTube, so I've been doing a lot of that. I'm really excited about, I have a back to school planning product coming out at the end of July that will help you plan your first week of school, because the first week of school plans are so different than any other of the planning we do. So I have that coming, so I'm really excited about that. So I've been doing a lot of work on that, but this is like stuff that I want to do in my classroom. So that's what I'm sort of gonna brain dump right now, because my brain is a little split right now between getting stuff ready for you guys and filming videos and all that stuff, plus planning out my classroom. All right, so this is what I have so far. These are just some ideas that have been kind of like going through my head of possibly doing some sort of morning choice, maybe just starting it on Friday to see how it goes. And then a lot of what I'm doing with reading, with whole group reading, I want to have some sort of routine of daily practice where we're practicing phonics, which in 4th grade looks a lot like syllables and decoding words by syllables. Some sort of morphology, sentence building, and then go into our comprehension lesson. And so I want to make slides for each day and some sort of template that will follow. And then these are just some other thoughts I had about when I set up classroom, a quote that I want to hang in our classroom library, the take a look, it's in a book, Reading Rainbow quote, just for nostalgia reasons. And then I've been thinking a lot about my student supplies, because we have desks. No, we don't have desks. We have tables, but their cubbies get really messy. So I'm thinking of maybe just having books, but then that in their cubbies, but then that sort of has the dilemma of where do their supplies go? Do I put them in the green drawers I have? Like, what do I do with all that? So it's just sort of some of these thoughts that I've been thinking. I just wanted to kind of get out of my head so A, I don't forget, and B, it's just not floating around in my head driving me crazy. So I told you that I just started back exercising yesterday. So normally during the summer I do it in the mornings, and then during the school year I do it obviously after school, because this girl ain't getting up early enough to exercise on a school day. But I decided to try something different, because I I love my slow mornings, and I didn't want to feel like rushed to get my exercise in before tutoring, or I have like different things I'm doing, like some coaching calls and things like that. So I decided to start exercising around 4 every afternoon. So far it's only been 1 day, so don't think I'm like committed to everything. So it is a little after 4. I'm gonna get my pre-workout going and my water to drink. I'm gonna go exercise. I am doing Beachbody. I'm not a Beachbody coach. I just really like their exercise programs. I'm doing Lift 4, which is a lot of like weight training, which I need right now because I can't do a whole lot of like high impact things with my ankle. So there is like a HIIT component to it, cardio component. And so yesterday I just, you know, stepped out all of the movements and it worked well. So that's what I'm gonna do. I do drink their pre-workout. It's honestly the only thing that I really like. I'm pretty picky when it comes to stuff like that, so I do like their shakes, but I don't do them very often because they are expensive. I've tried other like pre-workout type of drinks. I ordered one from Amazon and it was like really gritty. I mean, it tasted fine, but it was really gritty. It didn't like mix up well. So I came back to this. So that's what I'm doing. I think today we did chest and triceps yesterday. I think today is just, I don't think there's a like cardio component to it. I don't know. We'll see. Whew. My hair fell out. It wasn't a knot. But workout 2 done. Well, thanks for hanging out on this not so busy summer day. I do plan on vlogging classroom setups coming towards the end of July. I will probably do some vlogging of some back to school prep. If you're interested in that, make sure you subscribe and I will see you next time. Bye.